The Day 4 finals of the Paris Olympic Games gave me anxiety like I've never experienced before. Let's talk about it. Chalmers showed us in the first semifinal of the men's 100 freestyle that he is an absolute racer, out-touching Maxime Grousset by 5/100ths of a second to claim the win in a 47.58. In semifinal 2, Zhanle swam out of lane 8 but will be first into the final tomorrow night at a 47.21. Chalmers returns to his third straight 100 freestyle final after winning gold in 2016 and silver in Tokyo. The United States will swim 2 athletes into the final tomorrow night, as Alexy and Guiliano qualified in 6th and 7th. Popovici is lurking at 5th seed, and after winning gold in the 200 freestyle, he is on form in Paris. The entire field was under 48 flat for just the second time in Olympic history. Kristof Milak swam possibly the easiest 152.72 in the 200 butterfly that I think we've ever seen. He will qualify easily into the final tomorrow night after a lot of uncertainty surrounding the state of his swimming career. Marchand opened up the first half of his finals double with a fantastic 153.50 to take the second seed overall. Estonia will see their second finalist in the country's history and the second finalist at these Olympic Games, as Kristof qualifies for his first Olympic final and national record 154.22. No Americans qualified into the final, but the entire field finished below 155. With some who swam 154 not qualifying at all. This was the fastest semifinal of the men's 200 butterfly ever. Much has been made of the US and Australia rivalry at these Olympic Games, but Kristof Milak proved her worth as a racer in the women's 100 backstroke, denying world record holder Regan Smith an individual gold. The top 3 finishers were under 58.0, as Smith took silver and Berkoff took bronze. Berkoff follows in the steps of her father David, who famously medaled in the 100 backstroke in 1988. For Kristof Milak, she matches her personal best time and sets a new Olympic record at 57.33. After setting a world record in the short course meters 800 freestyle last year and winning double gold in distance events at the 2024 Worlds, Wiffen recognized his potential at long last in the men's 800 free final. He would become the first Irishman to win an Olympic gold medal in an Olympic record style at 7:38.19. Bobby Fink would mount a valiant late charge but come up just short, finishing within 6/10 of Wiffen's time. A veteran of the distance swimming field and a 2012 Olympian, Gregorio Paltrinieri proved he still has what it takes to compete with the best in the world. At age 29, he led the field heading into the final 100 meters, but ultimately won bronze in a 7:39.38. Tunisia is without Ahmed Hafnaoui at these Olympic Games, but Ahmed Jawoudi stepped up his game in the 800 free final, as he finished 4th in his first Olympics. After leading for much of the race, Elijah Winnington ended up fading to a distant 8th place. It nearly took sub-53 flat just to make the final of the women's 100 freestyle, with Siobhan Hahi leading the way in a 52.64. Second to 6th place in the final are separated by just 15/100ths of a second. Sarah Sjöström is lurking at 6th seed, swimming a 52.87 in these semifinals, but her world record sits at a 51.71. 2 Americans made their way into the final as Tori Husk and Gretchen Walsh snuck in at 7th and 8th place. In his 4th 200 of the day, Marchand put on a masterclass of swimming, qualifying into lane 4 of the 200 breaststroke final tomorrow night at a 2:08.11. Marchand was matching world record pace through 100 meters before shutting it down considerably to conserve energy. Zach Stubblety-Cook will have a chance to defend his Olympic title after pulling through to swim in lane 5 tomorrow night, just 0.2 of a second behind Marchand. American record holder Matt Fallon is out of the final, but Josh Matheny will have a spot in lane 7. Japan's Ippai Watanabe continues a solid comeback to qualify into lane 2 tomorrow night, and with Arno Kaminga injured and out of semifinals, Casper Corbeau will carry the Dutch torch into the final after qualifying in 4th. Great Britain becomes just the 3rd team in Olympic history to win back-to-back golds in the 4x200 free relay, after Japan won in 1932 and 1936, and the US went on a streak in 2008, 2012, and 2016. James Guy swam his fastest 200 freestyles ever today, erasing his personal best time from 9 years ago at the 2015 World Championships. Tom Dean, Matt Richards, and Duncan Scott carried the rest of the relay to an Olympic gold, with Scott attacking the final leg of the race, splitting a 143.95 to seal the deal. The United States finished in silver over a second behind, with Kieran Smith anchoring at a 144.80 as their fastest split. Australia took bronze for a second straight Olympic Games, the top three finishing well ahead of the rest of the field. After pulling out of individual swims to stack this South Korean 4x200 free relay tonight, South Korea finished in a distant 6th place, 6 seconds slower than their time from the 2024 World Championships. Had Korea matched their time from that final 6 months ago, they would have won bronze by a 10th over Australia.